Hi guys, I'm live. I'm just gonna do some bed rant here. I almost didn't even do this live, but something said, "What the hell," you know. Um, I was on my walk today, and it happened. I got my alternate picking together. I know I've said that like at least 1,000 times, literally, but I finally did today on my walk. I wasn't even going to say anything about it, but I, why not, right? And the trick of it, if you guys want to know, at least for me, I can only speak for myself, but the trick of it was to visualize 3 strokes starting with an upstroke, like up, down, up, which symbolized that I can think in terms of either stroke first, which means I can think of either stroke at any time, which means that I really get the alternate fact and part of, the nature of alternate picking down. I've been working on alternate picking for 30 years, and it's always down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I could never get but I was just walking and I thought, oh yeah, up, down, up. Oh, I get it. And once I get that up, down, up, once I got that in my head deep down, I can pick like the Dickens, because I can always start with an up or a down, and they can become more equal to me, and therefore more symmetrical, and therefore the curve of my picking strokes it narrows, and it becomes more consistent, more controllable, more definable, and more narrow. Next thing you know, I'm picking like twice as fast as I was before this breakthrough. But don't believe me, or just watch the video. I mean, I just did one called it Amalgamations. I finally, and this is a first, almost listened to the video all the way through after I did it, because I can finally listen to it. Like I listened this last one, Amalgamations. I just watched it from beginning to end. Well, maybe I started it and I got into it just a few little bit, and then I went back to it, but then I watched it from there to the end. So basically, I watched the whole thing, and first of it just was a bit, but then I watched the rest also. And I can actually listen to it. I can actually go, okay, I can hear that. That's good. That's cool. I get that. Before, it wasn't up to par for me, and I couldn't really hear it. I wouldn't let myself listen, really. It sounded like I still had to get there, and it didn't sound enough for me or good enough or whatever. But now it does. Now it does. So, but that doesn't end anything. I was always afraid if I mastered it, something like guitar, it would make it end. It doesn't feel like an ending. In fact, it feels like a beginning, or at least a continuation in at least 2 ways. First of all, it's fun to alternate pick. I still want to do it. Just because I've mastered it doesn't mean I'm going to quit. That would be something I don't really want to do that I've mastered and now I don't have to do. Well, guitar isn't like that for me. I really do want to play. So now that I've mastered it, I'm just going to play maybe even more, because I enjoy alternate picking now that I can finally do it right. Another reason it doesn't end is because now that I've got picking down, I can do other things with more attention than I have been, because picking isn't in the back of my head, is not in the back of my head while I'm trying to sing or write a song or play the chords to a song or whatever. So that's actually efficient too, that I can put alternate picking in a compartment and say, okay, I've done that, but now I'm going to ignore that compartment now and do this other stuff, because I know that compartment's secure. If I don't know that, I'm going to be thinking of that compartment while I'm doing something else, and that's not efficient. So not only do I still enjoy picking and playing, so I'm going to keep playing, it allows me to compartmentalize even better and more efficiently. And now I'm able to focus on what I'm going to really be doing, and what I really am doing better than I was when I was always trying to master alternate picking on the back burner or whatever. Always back when mine was always trying to get picking together. Now I don't have to, because for me at least, that's enough. That's good enough for me. If someone needs me to pick faster, well, maybe they can show me. Or maybe they can do that and they can be their channel. But for me, that's what I wanted to do. That where you have the picking really down, and I don't know. I'm not an analysis of exactly what my hangups were, or even and all that. But my suspicion is my picking wasn't up to speed with my left hand all these years, especially in the early years of my YouTube channel. I think my picking was dragging. My left hand's fast, but my picking couldn't keep up. And now I think I know it can now because I can pick as fast as I can play. So I think that was the limiting factor. And the fact was is I hadn't subconsciously got the upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, where I can start on an upstroke with equal efficiency and ease as I'd start on a downstroke. It's the son of a gun of alternate picking, is because you can know how to do it, but unless you can do it equally both ways, you're not going to really be as fast as you should be or could be for yourself. If there's someone faster than me, that's because they have a faster nervous system, not because they understand alternate picking better. If they're faster nervous system, let them do their thing. But for me, with my nervous system, how it is, I'm pretty fast. I'm not, who knows if, this guy, I mean, whatever. And I have it efficient for my nervous system. And that's good. I'm getting this call, but it's a blocked call, so I'm not going to answer it. So anyway, there's that. And then there's another topic that probably helped me go live, because if it was just the picking, I don't know if I was going to go live, but I wanted to go live to address the matter situation, and that kind of made me think maybe I should go live. He's not my enemy, okay? I guess maybe he didn't do anything to my computer, and I thought he had. But he's also not really being a friend. He's not really my friend. He's an acquaintance that used to be a friend or would be a friend. It's just an acquaintance, because he doesn't act as a friend. He doesn't get to be my friend and do nothing. Okay, that's an acquaintance, and that's what I'm calling him. He's not an enemy, but he's also not a friend. And in fact, his words were, "When I come over to your place, which won't be anytime soon." That was his literal words an hour ago, which won't be anytime soon. So yeah, fuck you. Oh well, whatever. I have other friends. I have acquaintances that are better friends than that, and I have acquaintances, so who cares, right? So yeah, so there's that. And the time I haven't been on my YouTube channel, like I have not been, I haven't been doing as much YouTube as I could. And the reason for that is I'm practicing for the parties. I've got 16 song list, and I have worked through 11 of them. I've got two, one of them gets played twice, so it's really not another unique song, but since I play it twice, it's as if it's 11 songs. And I have to practice the next 5 probably tonight, and that doesn't go on YouTube. I don't get to show you guys practicing my song. So if I'm not doing Where's Jimmy, that's what I'm doing. And I'm practicing for the parties coming up this New Year's and so forth. And after that, hopefully. I have to practice for the party, and that doesn't get YouTube time. So sure enough, I'm kind of like, I'm either sleeping, practicing. Oh yeah, let's do something for YouTube. But I'm not as active on YouTube until I get this song list practiced again for me. So I got to do 5 more, probably tonight, probably even, and I still do stuff on YouTube. I mean, I've still got covers. I do one at a time, and I've got an idea for one already right now. I got it that I want to do soon. But then I do have to practice my 5 songs, and then it's it's like come to the party. It'll pay off at the party, because then I'll actually play a good gig at the party because I practiced. I could just laze off on that and just do YouTube constantly and then blow the party. That's not my goal. So I got to practice 5 more songs. I have the song list is right over there. People have told me to try to film it this time, so I will make an effort at the next party to film it on my own phone. I will try. See how that works. Hopefully I can. As long as if it works out, I will try to do that. I will try to make an effort. Maybe give it to Jack or something and have him try to, or whatever. Somebody just looks. I can just hand my phone off. I hopefully that works out and I can do that. So anyway, I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.